After World War II, political, social, and economic turmoil threatened stability in Latin America, especially in Cuba. Cuba won independence from Spain in 1898. Cuba was strongly influenced by the United States. In 1952, Fulgencio Batista seized power. Many Cubans did not like Batista. Among these people was a man named Fidel Castro. Castro organized a guerrilla army and fought against Batista. He and his army gained victory in 1959, where he established a communist dictatorship and ruled Cuba for nearly 5 decades. Cuba turned to the Soviet Union, a communist state, for support. Cuba began to become inflicted with tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union, also known as the Cold War. Castro allowed the Soviets to set up nuclear missile sites along the coast of Cuba, which is only about 90 miles from United States borders. This infuriated the United States. In 1962, United States President John F. Kennedy demanded that the missiles from Cuba needed to be removed and a naval blockade was ordered. This is known as the Cuban Missile Crisis. This caused the United States to establish a trade embargo with Cuba. Cuba's economy has since suffered greatly from the loss of these trading powers. Issues and tensions from the Cold War had a negative impact for the people of Cuba and only made existing problems worse. Even though Castro modernized and narrowed the gap between rich and the poor, civil liberties, poverty, and human rights abuses ran rampant within Cuba. Gays were sent to military camps, intellectuals were threatened, rights such as getting married only became a privilege under Castro's regime. Opposition newspapers were closed down, and Castro jailed thousands of political opponents. Additionally, he limited the amount of land a person could own, abolished private businesses, and presided over housing and consumer goods shortages. Many people fled to the United States to escape this communist oppression. Castro permanently resigned in 2008, leaving power to his brother Raul. Even though he gave up power and died in 2016, his damages for the lives of Cuban citizens will leave scars forever.